That's right, Danny Beardsley. Dude. So,
Yeah.
okay. Do you want to explain or shall I explain?
Shall
I explain where it came from? Because I didn't have any context to this.
Okay, go on then. You explain it.
I was simply sat in the restaurant eating my Italian food when I heard, well, I know my own body, don't I?
And then you took it out of context, of course.
I had no context. So tell us the context, Danny.
It was basically explaining a condition.
No elaboration there? AIDS.
To a doctor at the time.
Okay.
And they disputed the fact what I said. But without thinking, I didn't say this to the doctor, obviously.
I'd loved it if you did say those words.
But telling this story, I was like, I think I know my own body.
I think I know my own body.
And then you heard it, and then you've taken the piss, basically.
I mean, it's a great phrase, though. I know my own body. I think I know my own body.
It's got limited use, though.
No, I think you can use it in many situations.
Okay. How have you been, anyway?
Someone's measuring up for a suit, for example. I think, let's say 38 waist. Oh, I'm actually a 32. I think I know my own body. Something like along the lines of that.
Do you have to do the grunt? The grunt adds to it, does it?
I don't think I've grunted enough on this podcast, Daddy.
Yeah, you need to add a few more. I thought you were going to add loads of those when we first started.
At the start, obviously, I was trying to be good, wasn't I? But
no, you don't give a shit.
It's worn off. I don't give a fuck anymore. I've seen the listening numbers. Say what we like. Boo. What were you saying anyway? Sorry, what did you say?
How have you been?
I've been all right, thank you.
What have we been up to?
You know what? We've had a joint venture.
We have
adventure.
Yeah. We did, didn't we?
It was an adventure, wasn't it?
Actually, we went to go and see a very scary film.
Well, it was quite scary, actually.
Yes.
I was going to dispute it, but actually I was thinking, no, there's elements of horror in there, wasn't there?
It was an emotional rollercoaster, I thought. But
it was. And what is it, Danny? Reveal. Do the big reveal.
It was the follow-up to the cult classic 28 Days Later, 28 years later.
You kind of missed 28 weeks later out there, Danny.
Yeah, but that
would not count. You're not counting that film.
Well, it was okay. It was good. It was good.
But not for me. Not as good as 28 years later. It's banging.
It's amazing. There's a couple of like really quirky bits in it.
Certified banger for me. Favorite bit, dude.
Favorite bit.
On the spot here.
Ralph Fiennes is amazing in it.
Yeah, what I like, I don't want to ruin anything, but he does an amazingly quick job of something quite horrific.
Quite.
But you know what? He does an immaculate job. He's got his own little tools and stuff. He does a brilliant job of the actual job itself, and he does it at such speed.
He's become an expert in a niche market, I'd say.
An extremely niche market. The scene on the bridge for me, the land bridge, the water bridge.
Oh yeah,
the chase.
Yeah, that was. Like, I thought my heart was going to burst through my chest.
Exactly. It was incredible. It's hard to talk about it, isn't it, without revealing or ruining anything.
Yeah. I mean, there was one dude in it who was cast. Quite shocking.
Quite shocking. He had a mammoth dong. That's. I don't know how to explain it any different from that.
You're allowed to describe it in two other ways. Go.
Okay. Mammoth dong.
Yep. Colossal cosh.
Colossal cosh. I like that one. Dude, I'm sorry. I'm struggling because I'm trying to picture it, but at the same time, that is also horrifying. At the same time, mammoth meat. There you go. Yeah, all I'm saying is, thank God it wasn't in 3D.
Thank God. Amazing film, though.
Yeah. Dongs aside.
It was funny. It was horrific. It was emotional.
Yeah.
The plot was just different.
I didn't think I'd like it was a bit jarring at times.
It was jarring. Yeah, it was very jarring.
But you know what? Overall, as a piece of film, I find... Okay, now I'm getting into a fucking film critic language. But as an overall film, I thought it was well balanced. I really enjoyed it. I thought it had a bit of everything, really. I think it sets up the next two films really well.
Very, very well. I think it explored a lot of avenues that traditional horror films don't explore.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
It explored more like that kind of... It made it feel like personal because you got to know the characters quite well.
I mean, there's some bits of editing as well, like the bow and arrow shots, etc.
Yeah.
Just like, it's Danny Boyle, isn't it?
But it wasn't like horrifically over the top with special effects.
No, it felt very grounded, very real at times, didn't it?
I mean, they're
claustrophobically real at times.
They're way too fast. It's really scary.
How long do you think you would survive in a zombie apocalypse? In the style of 28 years later?
Not very long at all. I'm not particularly that fast at running. And if I've not warmed up, I'm going to tear an Achilles tendon. It's going to happen. Who do
you think would last longer, me or you?
I suppose you only have to be faster than the slowest, don't you?
Yeah, but
to survive.
Yeah, you're faster than me. Is that what you're saying?
At the moment...
You think you'd out-survive me?
I think maybe.
Okay.
We just played Bartonado on the park.
Okay.
So.
Well, you did, yeah, and you did catch me. Here's another question for you. I'm a zombie.
Yeah, go on.
I'm running after you. How are you going to kill me?
Oh, that's a good one.
How would you kill me? And it is me, so you know me. We have all these memories, good and bad. How would you kill me? How would you slay me?
Oh, I don't know.
I need you to make your mind up.
I'm got apparatus.
You've got anything you need. Would you make it quick and easy, or would you prolong my suffering?
No, I wouldn't prolong it. maybe just a standard axe.
To the head?
Well, I'd
hope so.
Yeah.
Chop me into little bits.
But axe throwing. I wouldn't want to get too close.
Oh, you wouldn't be very accurate though with that. Oh,
I know.
Or would you? Are you confident in your axe throwing ability?
No. I'm not confident.
You're not, are you?
No. What about you?
What? So
what would your technique
I've
be?
out-survived you.
Yeah.
And you're running at me?
Yes.
Full bore. Oh, this is interesting, isn't it?
I'm sure this is exactly what the listeners have tuned in for.
What I'd like to do to you is set up an elaborate trap. So I would make sure you're running full bore at me, but I would have already set up some very tight cheese wire or piano wire string or whatever across two lampposts, and I would duck under it and it would slice you in half, I think.
Just one or multiple?
I'd just go for one, I think.
Like Resident Evil with the lasers.
And then I'd finish off whatever chunks were moving around at the end. So if you still crawling after me, I'd stamp on your head or something.
Oh God!
But you know why I'd do it? Because I'd find it funny.
That's where we differ.
And you know what I'd do? I'd still be doing this podcast and I'd talk about it on this pod.
How it made you feel
in your memory.
Oh, thank you. While I'm scooped up in a sandwich bag.
I'm not going to scoop you up. I'm going to leave you on the. I'll leave you on the road. I might put a little flag in you.
Let's pick it. Conquered.
I conquered.
T-chat.
T-chat with Danny and Nana.
What tea have we got this week, dude?
Well, let's have a little.
Oh, is it one of those assorted bags?
Oh,
what is it?
It's a
reveal.
It's a T-chat with a twist.
Okay.
It's a coffee bag.
I guess dreaming of a band with a coffee in a hand, caffeine wonderland.
Have you just gone wrong with the T-chat then, Danny? Because we both knew it was coffee.
Yeah. Yeah, basically.
So it's not T-chat, is it?
It's not T-chat.
It's not T-chat.
It's caffeine wonderland.
What have you been listening to?
What have I been listening to?
Oh, I'll tell you what I have listened to that's new, for me anyway at least. It's post-rock, of course, dude. But a band called PG Lost. Have you heard of them before?
No, I haven't heard of them.
Chunky bass.
Tell me about them.
I mean, what is it to say, dude? It's standard post-rock.
Oh, no, not post-rock again.
But the bass was non-standard, so the bass was very distorted, highly distorted, obviously played with a pick, I think. And it had a very penetrating power to it.
Oof.
Which I really enjoyed, so I'm going to bang them on more often, I think. It was on my Daniel Hayes playlist. The Apple Music one.
Is it accessible to everyone, that one?
No, it's just my playlist, my station that it makes up for me every day, I think it is. I don't know.
Have you listened to that Big Right one, Major? No.
You always why do you always have to make things so awkward? This, listeners, is why I want to tie some cheese wire between two branches and slice them in half if it was a zombie. This kind of chat. There we are. Sorry about that, got a bit nasty.
I've been listening to Inglorious's new album, 5.
Oh, Rich's new band.
Yeah, dude, it's wicked. It's really, really great. I mean, first of all, Rich sounds awesome. His guitar sounds awesome.
Of course. Nathan, singer. Nathan James.
Oh, God.
It's Nathan James, isn't it?
Yes, Nathan James. In fact, I shared it on Instagram, like the album, and I put on there, like, you know, vocal masterclass or whatever, and he shared it.
Oh,
so he must have been happy with that comment.
He's a nice guy.
Nathan, brilliant.
You're a nice guy, Nathan.
Yeah, vocals of doom. But he's got like a classic rock vibe. He's got some sort of Mr. Big influence because of the Billy Sheehan-esque kind of production. You know, the bass tone?
Well, I think we might have talked about it before, but I've listened to the 2 singles, I think it was, they brought out, Inglorious.
Yes.
And the bass is extremely high in the mix.
Indeed.
And he plays with some ball-busting tone. Should we call it that?
Testifying, Devil Inside, the two that you listen to.
Personally, I'm a bass player, but personally, I'd say it's probably a little bit too loud.
Dude, crank it up in the car. It sounds awesome. It really punches.
I'm not saying it sounds bad or anything. It's just like, it's a bit. I'm not used to it.
It's a bit much.
I mean, one of my favourite albums when I was a lot younger, when I was in like my early teens, was "And Justice for All," which, as we know, has almost no bass present in the mix.
They can borrow some from Billy Sheehan. Dude, that album's great. I just threw my phone on
drop your phone there, dude.
But I'm like hearing some yacht rock influence in there. You know, with like the choruses, the vocal melodies and stuff. I'm sure there's a bit of influence in there from that kind of era. But yeah, great album. Give it a listen.
And in the summertime, it is summertime at the minute. This episode will probably go out in winter. But,
yeah.
But listen to Young Gun Silver Fox.
Oh, yeah.
That band.
Oh, the guitarist. He's being interviewed in Guitarist magazine.
Oh, yeah.
At the minute.
So, Silver Fox. Is it Silver Fox?
Yeah, I think that's what he calls himself. Yeah. A bit of a legend. We looked him up, didn't we?
He's been on like thousands of recordings by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Incredible guitarist.
Dude, should we crack on?
Yeah, because we're just talking shit, aren't we?
Yeah.
Talking about being zombies and stuff. That's not normal.
This next guest is wonderful.
What a wonderful man. Honestly, like...
Yeah, he's proper, like, decent human being, very talented guitarist, and an excellent performer.
And he looks very cuddly with his a beard that he could nest in.
Would you like to grow a beard like that, Dan? Do you think you'd do it one day?
No, I don't think I would. No, I think I'm past that time, really. I had that big beard. Biggest beard I had was probably in Texas when we went away that time.
But you didn't have a moustache with it, did you? So if you, like, go a moustache and, like, curled it up...
I think... Did I not have a moustache with that on?
I can't remember.
I don't want to say.
You always get rid of... You always get rid of the soul patch.
Yeah, because it annoys me. It annoys me.
It's the only bit that grows for me. It doesn't really grow anywhere.
Maybe that's why I get rid of mine, because that's the only bit you can grow, and I want to just prove that I can just take it away and you grow it back. And the time it takes you to grow...
You insensitive bastard.
That's me.
Right, let's
enjoy
crack
the
on.
pod. Bye-bye.
This is honestly my normal speaking voice, officer.
Oh, you've got a strong signal there, mate.
That's brilliant. You've got a brilliant speaking voice.
Thank you,
Look at
man.
that.
Cheers. I'm very good at pretending I'm a real person.
It's hard sometimes, isn't it, though?
Yes. Sometimes they see behind it, but I don't let them see it much. Nice dark opening there. I've just watched The Dark Knight. Maybe that's why.
Oh, have you?
Yeah,
okay.
well, I realised all the Christian Bale Batmans are on ITV on demand, and I haven't watched them in ages. I was like, this is sick.
They're worth a rewatch, definitely.
Yeah, big time.
It was loads better than the new dude. What's his name?
Oh, Patterson.
Yeah.
I didn't mind it. I think I've struggled with this whole new thing where a lot of films and TVs are taking classic songs and making them very melancholy and like slow and sad.
Oh, like The Traitors. Have you watched The Traitors?
No, I've never.
The whole soundtrack for that is just old songs that have been like slowed down and made.
It's cool. It's the way to get introduced to a new audience to like classic songs. But I love TV shows because they have their own music and their own identity. So like using old songs doesn't really give them that.
That's a good point. It's kind of lazy in a way.
Yeah,
it's
like
write your own
it's
stuff,
it's a banger. You just make it just slower and just a bit like melancholy. Or whatever.
I do love a good soundtrack. Mogwai's just got a new.
Oh, here we go. He's talking about Mogwai again.
I'm sorry.
What's Mogwai?
They're a band. They're a post-rock band, and they've just done the soundtrack to the BBC drama based on the Lockerbie bombing.
Okay.
Is it got Colin?
Yes. Pan Am, the bombing of Pan Am.
It's not Colin Farrell.
There's a lot of the soundtrack in Major, is it?
His name is.
No.
No, I didn't think it would be.
Mogwai.
I mean, I know nothing about Mogwai.
Yeah, it's brooding music.
Okay.
Brooding. Cool. Let's put it that way.
It's an acquired taste, but would you say?
I don't know. You've listened to it. What do you think? I did a whole playlist on Mogwai just to.
Yeah, I
give him
took the
best.
time to listen to it, Aaron.
Oh, that's good, man.
I did him a playlist of a band called Big Rep, my favourite band. Have you listened to it?
No.
John sends me a lot of music and I never listen to it. And my friend John Hallam sends me all of the music in the world and I never listen to it. So I'm with you, brother.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, I think we're in the wrong, but I'm with you.
Oh, we are definitely in the wrong. I mean, I've listened to a couple of tracks. I'm sorry.
But, it's okay. It's okay.
Danny, who is this fine young gentleman we've got here today?
Dude, would you like to introduce yourself?
Oh, that's weird. Like, I don't know how to introduce myself.
Oh, no, definitely. Now you have
Yeah,
to.
you got to now.
After you said
My
that.
name's Arran. I play with These Wicked Rivers.
What do you play?
I play the guitar.
Woo! Welcome.
And I
the
enjoy
finest
it.
instrument.
It's an all right instrument, isn't it?
Just to point out, though, I most of my time by myself, I tend to play bass.
There we go.
I actually don't play a lot of guitar when I'm on my own. I love playing bass. I think it's a lot more fun, but that's probably just because I play guitar all the time.
Can we just confirm how you play bass?
With my fingers? And
In what specifically what style? Because Danny does play bass with his fingers. Do you want to demonstrate?
Do you want me to get your bass and demonstrate?
I mean, I feel like
Yes.
I need to
Yeah.
play. I mean,
I
I'm a guitarist that plays bass, but I love playing along to songs and just work that I know and trying to work out what I'm meant to be playing.
I'm a non-musician that plays bass.
I just think it's like my favourite bands always have killer bass players.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And I think it's such a, particularly like with Rivers, because John's focused on singing, we've always had bass players that are like rhythm guitarists.
Yeah.
So I've always loved bands that have killer bass players.
Proper-
There is a bass. Oh my God.
That's my bass.
That's a nice bass.
So Danny, I'll film this actually. We'll do it as we're recording the podcast as well, which is
bass
is a new.
I'm going to say this because I know that Aaron wears his guitars too low for me. I can't play anything.
They've got higher recently. I've
Yeah.
just turned 30, so it's a different time.
So my bass playing technique is like this.
It's disgusting, isn't it?
Well, I'd play like that if I was. I mean, I know nothing about bass playing. I'd play that if I was playing like something that like needed like that
No,
sort
you
of
play
rhythm.
for everything. Everything.
I think I've got
I
more
can't
of a
play
bass
like
player
that.
thing. So I really want, because I love bass players that play with their hands. So I really wanted to try and lock in doing that, but I don't think I'm doing it right.
Well,
You're going to check his bass technique now,
yeah,
Dan?
no, I'll show you proper technique afterwards. There we are. That's decent. You're a good place. Yeah. It's not for me though. It's all about the attack.
Right. You see,
I play it like the bass owes me money. That's how I play bass.
I'm passing you the worst possible way.
That's all right. It survives a lot of.
You see, I definitely play it like a guitarist. Like I just want to play pentatonic scales fast.
Do you mean to film you?
Yeah, you've made it louder.
And then you can splice it all together.
Oh, you don't have to feel. Come on then. Splice.
You can splice it.
Do you enjoy playing bass, Danny?
I love it.
Play bass.
Yeah, I love it.
Why do you reckon that is? Why do we both enjoy it so much?
I play for ages, so don't worry.
Good technique.
singing as well.
Strong gallop.
Don't do well in here.
You can put it on on the stand. I think you know what I've really enjoyed playing bass recently because it's forcing me to pay a bit more attention to it. Because like
Bass burn?
Well, I mean this in a positive way, mate. It really does bridge. I've said this before. It bridges the gap between rhythm and melody when it's done really well, and it's like it kind of cements every musician in the band together, in my opinion,
100%.
and like spending a bit of time with it and getting to understand it more and try to develop.
Well done.
I think when a band's got a sick bass player, it makes the band so much better.
It really does, doesn't it?
It does, definitely. Along with good tone as well.
Yeah, as soon as the bass drops out in any band, it's like, ugh. Well, I mean, apart from Korn, like,
Nothing wrong with Korn. Nothing wrong with Fieldy.
I don't mind a bit of Korn.
Yeah, I love Korn.
I like Korn, but I'm not a huge fan of his bass playing. That's all.
I mean, it's not really bass playing, is it?
Don't
It's
like
more-
the tone.
Yeah, that's the thing.
tone, I think,
It's
what does
very,
me.
very trebly and scratchy and clanky.
Which is meant to be like
Yeah,
it's an effect
it's just
upon
another
its own,
drummer.
isn't it?
He's just playing along to the drums, isn't he? Let him do his thing.
I'll let him. I mean, he's a
leave him
multi-millionaire. He's obviously doing something right,
I
isn't
think
he?
he'll be affected by this. I think it'll really affect him.
I'll tag him in it. Leave him be, Danny.
Next album, he's going to tweak his tone.
In fact, he's not even playing at the minute. He doesn't play for him live. at the
No,
minute.
he's having some trouble.
And it's going to be even harder when he hears this as well. It's going to push
Yeah.
him further into the shadows.
Oh no!
Is that where he is currently?
I don't know. It's a nightclub where he lives. Shadows. It's an all-day drinking.
Just a shout out to Fieldy out there. Come out of the shadows, please. We're all here for you. Well, Danny and Arran aren't, but I am. I'm here for you.
Well, we're still here for him. You know, he's just not here for his bass tone.
We get proper snobs.
There we are. Tone
But
snob.
when you have good bass tone, it's like, oh.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference when bass tone's right.
Oh, yeah.
I like Geddy Lee.
Yeah, I like
It's a
Geddy
good
Lee.
tone.
It's a great tone.
Great player.
Dude, tell us more about
Yeah, man.
These Wicked Rivers.
In what regard? Just in life, what's life's like in general?
How's it going? How
It's
do you
good.
approach
How
the
did you
guitar?
join? How did you join these Wicked Rivers?
So I was about 18 and I did A levels, and I did the easiest A levels. I did sociology, BTEC, music, BTEC, and performing arts.
Oh.
Which is a man that just wanted to get by and wasn't ready for the working world. And a lot of my boys, they did apprenticeships or got jobs, and I just stayed doing A levels. And I was going to go to uni to be a primary school teacher because I'd always enjoyed working like with, you know, I'd done a bit of sort of volunteering stuff, blah blah, and I'd always wanted to be a singer. And then I went through puberty and I wasn't Robert Plant anymore. And my dad was like, look, you're not good at this anymore. If you want to do this, you know, do the rock and roll thing.
That's brutal, though.
Yeah, but my dad's amazing like that because I needed that, you know, because I played a bit of guitar and I had the hunger to perform. I definitely had that around 14, 15, like I was in school plays and I just, you know, we've all probably had that moment when we've performed for the first time and we've felt how much it means to us and that we want more of it. It's so addictive. And I had that singing Cream Sunshine of Your Love in a school assembly, and I sang it like it was like the last gig I was going to ever do. Like I was swinging the microphone around as kids were walking in and then sitting down cross-legged. I was like 10 or 11 years old. And but yeah, my voice had gone, but I played a bit of guitar. My mum and dad were like, look, you know, if you want to do this, you need to knuckle down the guitar, you know. And I got to a point where I was doing all right, but I wasn't really doing anything with bands, going to go to uni. And my dad said, look, I don't think you should go to uni. Like, I don't think it's the right thing for you. My mate that I work with has seen an advert for this music course in Derby, and it was at the venue. I don't know if you remember the venue. In Derby.
Oh,
yeah. We've all probably gigged there once or twice. And so it was for live sound. So I went to do this course, and it was run by Mark Carver. I don't know if either you've had sound done by Mark Carver.
I recognise the name. I can't put a face
He was
to
always
it.
around the Derby music scene, and
Probably then.
and yeah, so I jumped on this course, and me and Mark just got on great. You know, we were both into sort of 70s and 80s rock, and he introduced me to bands like Eels, you know, and Bush, bands I'd never really kind of got into because my mum and dad weren't into them. And we finished the course, and I asked him if I could just hang around with him and just keep learning the trade. And I wasn't a good sound engineer. I wasn't interested enough in it, and I didn't understand the technical side of it. But my dad told me to get on this course to get into a band. That was the whole point of it, was to meet musicians and get into a band. And it was great because I was 18, 19, just going out on the road and just meeting bands, doing Sound at the Hairy Dog, doing Why Not Festival. And that's how I met John. I remember the first time I met him. John used to only drink twice a year at Why Not and New Year's. So the first time I saw him, he was being quite aggressively sick in a field at Why Not. And then he said to me that the people at the bar wouldn't serve him because he was disabled. So I went up to the bar, stormed over to the bar and said, how dare you not serve this man? You know, I'd met him a couple of times before. And he said, no, we've not served him because he's just been sick all over the bar.
That sounds more like it.
Yeah, that's more like, John.
I love him trying to get him in trouble, though. Like, they won't serve me because I'm disabled.
Oh, he's such a shit
Playing that
ass.
card.
But that Why Not? I was doing Sound the Hog and Barrel, and somebody didn't turn up for their set. And I'd heard that John had this amazing voice, you know, and just everyone pushed him to go and do this. And I think he had 3 or 4 songs he'd always perform at open mics and stuff. And he did them, and he did really well. And he went down a storm. And then afterwards, he messaged me on to say that that he was forming a band, but the guitarist had left to join Cradle of Filth, which is obviously a lovely Richard Shaw.
Indeed.
And I think they had another guy where it didn't work out, and he said, can you come down for a jam? So I was on holiday with my ex-girlfriend, and I begged Dad to drive me for this audition because I didn't drive at the time. So he drove. We came back early from the holiday, and I remember going to the first rehearsal, which was me, John, and Dan, and it was amazing. Like, we just connected straight away, and we actually wrote Don't Pray For Me, which is the song we end every gig with. Always end every gig. Yeah, and the solo that I wrote that night that came out of me is the solo I played every night. It's not just a story. Like, honestly, like, I remember going to it and I had this fucking... I'm all right to swear.
Yeah, absolutely.
I had this shite rig. I had a Gibson Les Paul Traditional Pro, which was Mum and Dad gave me for passing my GCSEs because everyone thought I was not going to do it, and that was my sole focus. And they bought me this Les Paul. I'm so supportive, amazing. And I had a Marshall stack, JCM 800. Channel didn't work. The cab, if it wasn't facing precisely northeast at a certain thing, did cut out. And thankfully it worked up for all this audition, and we did Pray For Me, and it came to the solo, and John gave me a look, and I went to do the solo, and it just happened, you know. And we ended every gig with that song, and it means a lot to us, and it just went from there, really. And it just felt right, you know. It was like a relationship when you meet somebody and you just connect. It felt like that then. And then met Hallam, I've actually been for a coy with tonight, which is nice. Our original bass player at the next practice, and it just went from there, really. So yeah,
amazing.
And they were all a lot older than me. I was 20 or 21, and then boys would have been in like their early 30s. But because I'd been hanging around with musicians of that age anyway, I felt quite comfortable, and Mum and Dad had breaded me with enough understanding of odd sort of early 70s rock music that I could tap into to make it look like I'm an older boy. I mean, I'm an older boy at heart anyway, you know, so I could tap into it. But yeah, it's just, I felt very lucky to be given that opportunity, and yeah, it's weird. It's weird looking back where we are now, because that would be, you know, 11 years ago.
Yeah,
crazy. Yeah. So yeah.
And you think how the band has evolved, the stage show and all the merch and the songwriting and everything. You've really grown as musicians and as a collective as well. Yeah, you've really got an identity, you know, the sound that you've got and everything.
I love the branding.
Yeah.
Cheers. And do you know what? That's all been quite natural as well. You know, I think a lot of people think that because as a band you search for that, don't you? You search for your identity and what you are, and we didn't really plan it. You know, I think put a hippie drape on my amp one day, excuse me, and I was starting to go a bit thin on top, so I banged a hat on, and then we kind of it all kind of happened naturally. All the boys in the band had beards. I had a chin strap and a goatee. I understood that I was probably going to grow a beard pretty quick, so thankfully that happened. And I look better for it anyway because I've got a very high chin, medically high chin.
Medically high chin.
I
mean, I wouldn't know. It's impossible to see currently.
A few people suffer with MHC, but I'm a sufferer, and the beard helped hide it. But yeah, and then we just, I can't remember where the lamps came from. I mean, in the early days, I used to take them from my nan's house and leave her in the dark. So she'd be sat in her front room in the bastard dark, and I'd be like, all right, I'll be back about tomorrow about midday. We've got a gig in Burton. And I started to form this sort of vintage idea and sound. I mean, I'd always been quite heavily inspired by sort of that whole hippie vibe, and particularly late 60s, early 70s. And the lamps kind of just helped tip the hat to that a little bit for whatever reason. And it's just formed from there. And we want to keep growing it as well.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. You've got that church tour coming up, haven't you?
Yeah, so we kick that off next week. I don't know what dates we're playing. We're playing in Worcester, Belper, which is the hometown one, which is sold out. I think Ipswich is just sold out. It's going to be amazing playing Hastings as well, Southampton. This is what you do when you're not heavily involved in a band. I don't know what roles you've played in previous bands, but I'm the guy who normally gets the message on the day saying, well, we're gigging today. And I'm like, oh, cool. I better book work off then, you know. But yeah, it's really exciting. I think we played a venue in Galashiels called Macart's when we supported Hasty Dixie a couple of years ago, and that's one of the venues on the church. Have you ever been?
No, but I remember that tour, and I was like, oh my god, this is so cool.
It was a weird one because we weren't sure whether it was a good thing for us, because they're acoustic, like it's fully acoustic, and obviously there's a lot of cover stuff in there. But it was amazing for us, and the best thing about it was old school. Like we did 6 days on, 1 day off for 5 weeks. And it brought us closer together as people and made us a better band. And I think a lot of people don't do that nowadays, them sort of hard graft tours, because we're kind of, you know, built for comfort in a little way. But that was massive for us. And we played these really sort of out of middle of nowhere Scottish and Welsh villages, and people were so grateful you'd visited them that they became part of the family instantly, you know. And it was great for us. But Mac Arts in Galashiels was one of the venues on that tour, and it was a renovated church all run by volunteers, and it was just wonderful. It just had such a great vibe to it, you know. And a church is a place that, you know, should be to bring people together, you know, and connect people.
Whatever the reason.
And
they're such beautiful buildings, aren't they? And
they really are.
And I love the fact that they should always be saved, you know. They should never be turned into flats or anything else. And the idea of it being used for something as positive as a music venue to bring people together. And I think we're quite spiritual anyway as a band. You know, we're very, one of my proudest things about the band is that we're quite positive and quite joyous, you know. We bring a lot of joy to people. Well, we try to anyway, and we hope that's what we do. So churches just felt about right. So I'm really excited for it. We came back from Europe a couple of weeks ago, and I'm at that point now. After about 2 weeks, I start to crave it a little bit. So yeah, I'm ready for it, man.
Wicked.
Yeah, things are good. We're just writing the next album, so we're in the middle of that now.
Yeah,
so
John was telling me about that.
So we're playing a couple of songs live, and one of them in particular went down really well in Europe. It's a bit more sort of that southern sort of Blackberry Smoke sort of sound, but it's cool because we're pushing ourselves as well. Like in the song, me and John do a dual guitar harmony thing.
Nice.
Me and Adam, Cutie the bass player, do a guitar and bass like call and response solo thing.
Oh, cool.
Amazing.
And it's just nice because I feel like we're trying to push ourselves to be better.
Yeah.
Which I think that's what it's all got to be about, really, isn't it? And when you know yourself, when you write a new song and you play it and to get such a good response from it is amazing. And one of the new ones has really been doing that. So yeah, it's been hard because the last album, which obviously came out last year, had some of the older songs on it that we've played for years, like When the War Is Won, Testify, Don't Pray For Me, which I've already obviously mentioned. So we kind of had the core of it already there.
Yeah.
Whereas to start an album fully from fresh, we've not done with Rich and Adam. And it's been difficult because we gig loads as well. So it's hard to find the time. They're different headspaces. But we're feeling a good place with it, and that's sort of our main focus alongside the normal gigging that inevitably happens.
Have you got a date for the album?
No, man, no. We'd like to record it this year. But we're not sure, and we don't want to rush it as well. It's difficult. We want to find the right producer, the right studio. We've got a few ideas in mind. So
that's what I was going to ask about it, because I know that John, last time I spoke to him about it, he's like, we haven't found a studio yet or a producer, but you've got ideas.
Yeah,
has anything moved at all?
No, not really. I mean, we'd like it to be close to home, because I think last time we did it in Sheffield and we had no annual leave, so we were all going individually.
It's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, man, because when we did the first record, which was obviously Cutie and Rich weren't involved in, that was amazing because we went and lived in Wales for 2 weeks and just lived at this studio, and it felt like what recording an album should be. And at night we'd all just drink elderflower wine and play FIFA and watch Willy Wonka. Like, John had never watched the original Willy Wonka.
You are joking, mate.
I was literally like, fucking hell, John, like, why are we in a band? Like, cut me eye bleed, Gene Wilder, Willy Wonka. Like,
oh my God.
I was livid, man.
Yeah.
I was like, stop recording this album immediately. Like, we need to watch
that film first.
He'd never seen an original Oompa Loompa.
He'd never seen an original Oompa Loompa.
Life-changing.
Like, honestly, like, I was nearly sick. Like,
I've been sick on him.
I was honestly disgusted. Like, I can't track. I refuse to track until we've watched Willy Wonka. I'm sorry. But it was amazing because in the morning I'd get up and I'd go walking and listen to Zeppelin and get all inspired.
Yeah,
all
that's
that
it. Yeah,
sort of stuff, and get a bit stoned, and then come back and then like be told that I'm tracking guitars that day and be spaced out.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what?
You're like, great, that's so real.
It is really fun. We did the Chung album in Birmingham all together, didn't we?
Yeah,
we stayed in the hostel.
But I mean, we didn't manage to all go together because Eddie went. He did all the drums first, but same again. It was finding the time when we could all be there together.
It's so hard,
and we had a time frame of something like 2 weeks to get it done as well.
There were some sessions we did together though, weren't they?
Was there all of us except for Eddie, wasn't there at one point? But it's an amazing experience, isn't it?
Well, I think you can hear it in a record I'm very nostalgic about that sort of time when bands used to go away and just live an album. and people don't really do it now, you know.
No.
I think because home recording software, setups are so good, you know, and people also working alongside being a band, which they wouldn't have been sort of in the 60s, 70s. And you can't really, I think you can hear the lack of it, the lack of time and the ability to give something, you know, because when you're all together, the core and the heartbeat of that band is there, and you'll challenge and push each other in a way that you won't when you're by yourself, you know, and people will suggest things in a moment that, you know, won't come out if you're not all there. So yeah, we'd like to all be together, and we'd like it to be relatively local. So we've got a few ideas and we're excited about it. I think we know that it's weird because I was chatting to my dad about it, because the sound of the band has changed over time, and this record's probably not as heavy as the earlier ones, and I love that heavier sound of the band, and I try and write songs that are more that way, and they just don't come out for whatever reason, you know, because you can only write what feels natural for you, can't you? So it's difficult.
You can't force it, can you?
No,
Never.
You've got to be authentic, haven't you?
Yeah.
You've got to follow what's coming out naturally.
If nothing else, music should be authentic, shouldn't it? Really?
Yeah, totally.
Definitely.
Otherwise, just get AI to do it. You know
Exactly.
what I mean? It's like,
And I think we're quite an authentic band. I think that's our selling. You know, we don't use backing tracks. You know, it's all amps and all of us on stage and harmonies and all the rest of it. And we want it to be real. So the songs and the process has got to feel real as well, for us as much as for anything else. So but I'm excited for it, and I feel like we're in a good place, you know. It's weird, like I say, looking back, and because we did the 10th anniversary show, because I listened to John's episode with yourselves today in kind of preparation for it, and I think that was recorded before the 10th anniversary.
Yes, it was.
Show.
Yeah.
And that was a really emotional night, because obviously Hallam came on stage with us, Sam came on stage with us, the two original old bass players, and we brought loads of guests on stage, and like I gigged with Hallam. Like Hallam hasn't been to a show until he came to that 10th anniversary gig for whatever reason, you know, and so just to look over and see him was just like quite emotional, because when you're in a band, you share so much, you know, and you're such a family. So yeah, that was amazing.
You sell some merch to him? We were talking about that with John, weren't we?
oh yeah,
all the bass players are in the crowd.
Well, this is it,
buy merch.
We just keep on recycling them, that we can fill up most of the audience with them.
They're easily recyclable.
You'd be surprised. Like, I think because it's hard with us, because John doesn't do a lot guitar-wise, because he's focusing on singing. Our bass players have always been like rhythm guitarists, so we always want somebody that's going to kind of give a lot to him. We always give them as much creative room as to do whatever they want. You know, like we had Dale Ballard Tonks in the band for a while, who's ex-Wolfjaw, and Dale's a killer player, man. Yeah. And like sometimes I'd be soloing, I'd look over and I'd just be like, "It's like you're killing me here, man. I've got all my game, you know." And
it's my solo, not yours.
But I love that, because it pushes you. Then you're like, "Yeah, well, if you're going to do that, I'm going to do this."
Exactly.
You know?
That's it.
If you can do that as a bass player,
I need to read some Total Guitar magazines or something. I need to talk the game.
Yeah. Cool, dude. Shall we start the dream band process, Danny?
Yeah, let's do it.
So, first of all, the very first question: what are you going to do in this band?
I'll probably play guitar. Probably, yeah. I can't do anything else, so that would probably be what I'll take.
You do have to be in this band, so yeah, you are going to have to play guitar.
That's fine. Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind being in it.
So playing guitar in this band, we'd like to ask you, what kind of instrument would you play? Have you got a guitar that you'd use that you own now, or is there a dream guitar that's on the...
I love that question. What's my sort of question? Well, I don't know if people have done this. Like, I've thought of the genre for the band and everything. Like, what type of music
that's all good as well. Yeah.
So I kind of want it to be like psychedelic, fuzzy rock, but with a very sort of English melancholy, sort of eccentric vocal sort of thing on the go with lyrically as well. So I think I'd want like a hollow body. Probably a Falcon. I haven't got a Gretsch Falcon yet, so I'd probably have a black Gretsch Falcon.
What does that look? Is that one of those oversized?
Yeah, the bigger body ones. Yeah, because I'd want it. I'd probably use the rig I use now. I'd just use more fuzz than I use currently, because at the minute I've got quite a straight sort of rock tone. And I use quite a lot of effects as is, but I'd probably have more fuzz involved in it. But yeah, I think I'd be big hollow body guitar.
Nice.
You two are both pedal nerds.
More so, Aaron's pedalboard is ridiculous. It weighs a ton.
Have you got a favourite pedal that you'd... a favourite fuzz maybe for this band, if it's a...
Should we give him like 5 that he can have on his board?
Top 5. Dream pedalboard. Yeah. It's a new spin-off.
He needs more than
new
5
section.
then, that's the
Do we
problem.
need a jingle for this section? Let's write a jingle. Go for all your pedalboard. 5 pedals for this band. Ooh. What are you picking?
So I always have a pedal by my friend Simon Andrews, who runs JSA Effects, which is a little treble maker, which is a treble booster.
Yeah.
I have that always on in front of my amp, so I'd have that because I can't go home without. So do I need a tuner?
No, you can't tune us.
Okay,
you can tune by ear. We'll assume that.
Cool.
We'll assume you can tune by ear.
Sad.
You've got a tech who's just tuning it all for you.
Yeah.
You got a tech,
So I'd have the little treble maker, treble booster on always, and then build from there. And then I'd have, what would I have then? The trouble is, I like my current pedals, so I'd probably just pick pedals off.
Yeah, it's fine. Well, that's good.
Yeah,
That is
so
really good.
I'd probably have. I love the Line 6 big pedals, on my board. So I think it's the M5, the modulation one, which is the, which is the, I think it's purple. So I'd have one of them because I'd want to kind of layer loads of weird effects on it, like loads of vibrato and rotary and stuff like that within the fuzz sound. So I'd have one of them. I'd probably have the DL4 as well. Which is the delay version, the green one. And I'll have a dual expression pedal for both of them.
Yep.
So I can mess about, which is what I've got now. But I spent a long time putting my board together. I actually had a moment the other day because I had the Europe board, which is a lot smaller. And I came back and I stood with Cutie, a bass player, and I was like, it's been nice having a little board. And then I went through my board and I was like, but I want to keep that. I want to keep that. I want to keep that.
Yeah, that's
so I took two pedals off, and one of them I bought here for you to try out, and that was it. I'd have. That's three of them, and then I'd have. I just tried out the Behringer tone bender. Tone bender.
Oh, do
copy.
they?
Yeah, they do
like
one. It's only
of it?
£50, and it was awesome.
Is it
Like,
really?
it's Jimmy Page first Zeppelin album in a pedal, and I don't know what it'd sound like on top of a distorted sound, which I'd probably want to use it with.
Yeah.
But I'd want a tone bender of some sort. So if it's my dream pedal board, I'd probably go higher than that. I'd go like British Pedal Company.
You'll go for that. You'll go for Behringer.
No,
If it's your dream.
as much as it sounds sitting, if Behringer want to send me one, I don't mind. But sure they won't.
I think we dissed Behringer in a previous podcast, actually.
The newest stuff they've done out, which is like they've done a new Klon as well, haven't they? A Klon copy.
I don't
I played
know.
the tone bender and it was sick. But I'd have a tone bender because I'd want something like on that level.
Yeah.
And then what else would I have as a final thing?
I feel mean at only giving him 5. I think he'd have a lot more than that, wouldn't you?
5's cool, man.
Five's the kind of building blocks, isn't it?
Okay.
You can always add later.
I'd have the exotic EP booster as well because that's my main drive.
Oh, yeah. Have you got one of those as well?
Yeah,
on your
yeah.
board?
So my main drive is the treble booster and then the exotic EP booster on top of my Black Star. So I'd have one of them for if I wanted to gain sound, just a normal gain sound. So yeah, I think that'd probably do me. Is that 5?
Yeah, that's around 5.
I think that's
around 5.
Thank you. Thank you so much for asking.
Yeah.
Definitely came to life then. Yeah.
I knew you love your pedal so much, so
I appreciate
that's the fact
that.
you came in with a pedal for Danny to try was...
So, I think I'd want it to be like that sort of fuzzy thing. So I'd play like a hollow body guitar with fuzz into probably my Black Star because I know that sort of sound well.
Sounds cool.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good little setup.
Thanks, man.
I like it. We got rules.
Time for the rules, better.
We have got rules.
Okay.
So we're very, very strict.
I've heard, yeah.
Danny, do you want to communicate the first rule?
Rule number 1. No current or past band members.
So you can't have a band that is just your ex-bass players.
Okay.
You can't do it.
Be
Can't
too
do
many
it.
members anyway. Too many members.
And that's
choir,
very true.
yeah,
yes.
it'd be insane.
40 of them. And the second rule is you can't choose more than one member from the same band. So,
You can't choose the entirety of ABBA, for instance.
for instance, just an example there.
Why would you?
It's a good
Why
example.
would you pick all of ABBA? So, are you happy with the rules?
Yeah.
Are
all
you
good.
okay to continue?
I'm okay to
If
continue.
you just sign this piece of paper with your blood,
No worries. I've prepared the blood.
please prepare the blood.
I'm much more well behaved than John Hartwell.
I'm not very good around blood. It makes me feel a bit queasy.
Well, I don't think I'm like you, Danny. I don't think I can bleed very well. He did a finger test, allergy test,
Yeah, intolerance
and he was
test.
literally squeezing his arms to get the blood come out.
It's not come out.
Didn't come out.
Yeah.
I remember actually, side story, slipping
Slipping what?
Slipping in the
Slipping in what?
slipping in the shower
Oh,
when I was younger, and I fell out of the shower and landed on the glass that was holding the toothbrushes underneath my jaw here,
Oh, just slice your neck open.
and it didn't bleed. It was dead
What?
weird.
Sorry.
Honestly,
Have you got a superpower?
it was so weird.
Have you noticed though his arms are like sweet potatoes?
Yeah, I've noticed that. Yeah. Don't say it like that. It's like you led me into having him.
Yeah, sorry.
Like, I didn't even want to have him. Like you just led me to it, and I was like, "Yep, let's have him." There we go.
It's It's like something he's been thinking about regularly. Damn, his arms look like sweet
Sleep
potatoes.
now.
They're just
I've mentioned
like
it.
veiny sweet potatoes.
They're lovely though. They're really nice arms.
There's no blood there. There's no blood. There's bloodless.
Well, I'm the opposite.
that's how you
I
get it, you get no
bleed
blood.
regularly because I'm just.
You bleed regularly?
Yeah. Well, I'm dead chilled out, so like I just constantly cut myself by accident. Like, yeah.
I'm chilled out, so I just bleed.
I just bleed. Like my blood's just that chilled out. It just wants to flow out my body.
Release.
Like always, like particularly like with restringing guitars, always cut myself on the strings.
Oh, mate.
Always like it's never a lot, but it's just
It's enough to make you go, oh, no.
It's enough to release.
It's flowing.
Blood flows.
Right,
Dave.
first.
great chat. Great blood chat.
Blood chat.
This week's edition of Blood Chat.
Blood chat. And on this blood chat this week.
Right, first dream member. Your dream drummer.
Okay, I need to get
picking?
my. I have to go. I've got to get my notes up. I know who it is. Actually. It's
Are you... Sorry, I'm going to stop you there. Are you going to give us some honourable mentions first?
yes, yeah.
Are we going to do the slow build?
You like a slow build.
That's private.
I think my honourable mentions were Nico McBrain.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm a massive Maiden fan. And I think Nico kind of gave him a huge lift when he joined them. I love the whole Where Eagles Dare story where he could do the double kick without doing the double kick. On the first album, it was just with one kick pedal.
Oh, he does it with one... Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
he does it with one. Yeah, so there's a whole story where he was recording Piece of... I'm a bit of a Maiden nut, like from 10 years old, blah blah. And yeah, the whole Piece of Mind, he'd keep doing it day and day until one day he just did it perfectly, and then that was the intro. And I just love him as a dude. I think I've thought of as well kind of what the vibe would be like in the band, and I think Nico seems like a good laugh. He seems like he'd be good for morale.
You do need to consider that, don't you? Because you don't want a dickhead in your band.
Yeah,
as good as they are, there might be an amazing guitarist or whatever
exactly,
they are.
but he didn't make it because the guy I chose, I felt would suit the genre of the band better, and I think is probably more of a character drummer and more interesting. So I think that was the only honourable mention. I thought of Mitch Mitchell as well from Hendrix.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think he was another legend, and Ginger was in there as well, Cream. But none of them made the cut.
So who is it? Who is? Oh, drum roll.
So I went with Bill Ward.
Oh, Bill.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah, because I think out of all the members of Sabbath, I think Bill's the most underrated. I think he gets,
100%. Yeah,
He's the least mentioned, really, isn't he?
yeah, and obviously he's no longer he's not been involved for a number of years as well. But I think he actually is responsible for the darkness of Sabbath. Like I think in terms of the time signatures and the way it flows and grooves with this slow sort of earring, moody tempo. Like the song Black Sabbath is him and Ozzy, with Ozzy singing Out of Time. That's so hard to emulate in the way that they do. That's so natural but eerie as well. And I just think for something that's quite bluesy but fuzzy and maybe a bit dark, but when he needed to get heavy as well, like he just brought the thunder like nobody else really. And I think that everyone's put Sabbath as the godfathers of metal, and I think
absolutely.
I think Bill's a massive part of that and doesn't really get spoken about enough for it. I went to see him when they did the 13 tour. And I love the 13 album. I think it's great. And obviously Bill wasn't on that, and they had Ozzy's drummer, whose name escapes me, and I think he did a really good job, to be fair.
Yeah.
But it was like he had to learn how to play like Bill. It's like, my dad was like, oh, he's playing like Bill. And I think that's a really good compliment to Bill. He's not just playing the parts, there's a character there as a drummer. And I love that musicians and band members can have their own characters that only they have, and their own styles.
Yeah, you just know it's them from...
Yeah.
You can listen to it and go, oh, I know.
Yeah, you can tell it's Bill playing, can't you?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
really has got a unique sound.
100%. And I just think another thing I've thought about as well with putting it together with me, but obviously being in it, is what members can I put in that's going to make me better, and what can I learn from and kind of, become out of it a better dude and a better musician from. And I feel like Bill would be one of them.
Oh, wicked. Have you got a favourite track by any chance?
What, by Sabbath?
Yeah.
Probably.
Tough one, isn't it, really?
Yeah, because I love Master Reality just because it's so heavy. It's
Yeah.
Into the Void immediately feels like it's there. But I love Sabracadabra.
It's killer track, yeah.
Like, it's one of them with Sabbath. You could all be sat around like a campfire outside, you know, having a drink or whatever, and you go, oh yeah, but Sabbath, but fairies wear boots, you know. So yeah, I think Into the Void for me encapsulates everything that Sabbath does awesome.
Yeah.
Like, it's just that riff when it kicks in from Tony is so heavy, and just the whole sound of it and everything is just epic. So yeah, probably Into the Void.
Cool.
Mega. Next member
is your dream keyboard player.
Yes, I went for
who are you picking?
Keyboard player. I went with John Lord of Deep Purple.
Oh,
because I wanted somebody where it was going to add to the heaviness a little bit, and I just think John, and I think as well, going back to that whole thing of what I can learn from it and come away from better, like John Lord was so sort of classically trained, like he did them. But there's that Deep Purple album which he did with the symphony orchestra, where he did like all the Mozart and stuff, which he kind of orchestrated and stuff. And I love the whole more into a Marshall stack, like a couple of Marshall stacks, like old JMPs cranked, so distorted organs.
Distorted organs. That's a great band.
It is. I'll put that on the list. But yeah, man, I just think when you've got I think Deep Purple are actually underrated. Like, I think people talk about them in that ilk, but people just, because they've got that one song in Smoke and the Water.
There's loads better songs than that.
And there's some real heavy, like Space Trucking.
Yeah.
It's so heavy for the time, you know. Like In Rock, I think was like early 70s, like 71 or even 1970. And it's so heavy for what it is, you know. And I think John was such a big part of that, because the organ would play the guitar part on top of it, and because it was distorted, it just brought the thunder so hard.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
So yeah, another one was it Ray Manzarek from the Doors?
Oh yeah,
I feel like that was
he's been mentioned before.
That was another one that I thought of. But I think because it's kind of heavy bluesy sort of stuff. I mean, imagine like John Lord and Bill Ward.
Yeah,
like, I feel like that's already
like
powerful.
It's it brings so much. I love having bands with keyboard players, because it brings so much more that's not there without that. So we didn't, atmosphere.
We didn't have it until Rich joined in 2020, and it's just, we couldn't imagine life without it.
Yeah.
We had a couple of gigs where he wasn't very well, and we did it without, and we missed it so much. You know, even little things like, I love when as I say with Deep Purple, when the organ replicates the riff. You know, Uriah Heep do it really well as well with songs like Gypsy and stuff. It's just so heavy. But it's vintage as well, and it's vibey, and so yeah.
Yeah, real like analog sound.
And that was the first one that I wrote down as well.
Was it?
Yeah.
That was your non-negotiable.
Yeah, was, and I always think that's a good sign if there's just one person that comes to mind. I knew I wanted a keys player, and then he was the first one that came to mind. So I
think that's why I love Opeth.
Yeah, the keys really do.
The keys add so much.
See, I need to get into Opeth, man. I've not.
I think you'd really like it.
They're really inspired by Wishbone Ash, aren't they? And I love Wishbone Ash. So
the album that you would like is Heritage.
Yes, because that's the one with the tree on the front, isn't it?
Yes,
it is.
That's the one that's like most vintage sounding.
What's the album before that's got the green cover as well? Is that the album before?
Well, there's Watershed, isn't there?
There's two albums which I've always thought if I got in, they'd be the first two I'd go for.
I can't remember the green one. What's the green one?
I can't remember what it's called. It went down. I feel like it got a really good. I feel like it was the album before Heritage, but I can't remember the name of it. But Heritage is the one that I think
the one with da-da-dum. Is it that one?
No, that's Goes Forever Is.
Goes Forever
Is.
I love
the fact you knew what it was.
Sorry?
It's just an amazing riff. It's an amazing riff.
That's Goes Forever Is. That was before Heritage, but
the last few albums have been great as well.
They've all been brilliant. Them and
Mastodon are two bands that I feel like I love, which I've never got into.
Have you seen who's joined Mastodon?
No.
It's Nick Johnston.
Nick Johnston.
Yeah.
To be honest, the guitarist I like.
I mean, it kind of looks weird, unusual on stage.
What?
He's got like a cool vibe, hasn't he?
He's a great player.
Great.
He's one of my favourite guitarists, Nick Johnston is.
And I felt all the comments I've seen, because obviously I'm not a massive Mastodon fan, but I've seen reaction to it. Everyone's going, do you know what? I wasn't fine about this until I saw it was Nick Johnston.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, okay, I'm cool.
Is he singing as well?
No. But not that I know, because he did do an album where he sang on, didn't he?
I was going to say, I know he can sing, but I don't know if he's doing the parts that Brent would have done.
Bringing it back to Deep Purple, I went back and listened to It is Machina, didn't it?
Yeah,
that
yeah,
album.
the kind of classic.
Oh my
album.
God, it's been ages since I listened to that album, and it was like
It's corkers.
it's
Man.
so good.
Like Child in Time, I think is one of my favourite songs of all time. It's just so epic, you know. Like it's one of them songs I just wish I'd written. You know, it's classic rock in a moment.
Yeah,
you know? It's badass.
There's so many of them songs, isn't there? It's like, oh, how come I didn't write that?
When a Blind Man Cries, like it's great. And like I said, I think they're underrated. I think when you've written a song that's kind of everyone knows, like Smoke on the Water, I think, you know, people don't dive massively into your catalogue as much.
Yeah.
There's a fantastic band. I think Richie's, you know, doesn't get spoken about enough for his guitar playing either.
When I was in my very first band, we played our first few gigs with a Rainbow and Deep Purple covers band.
I love Rainbow as well.
So I listened to, I mean,
Yeah.
especially when you first it was my first ever band, first ever like gigs. We paid loads, like you pay a lot of attention, don't you? So that was amazing, kind of watching them.
It's classic stuff. I think Rainbow are probably my favourite out of the two, to be honest, because I love Dio.
Yeah, I think they're called Rainbow Rising. I bet you,
Rainbow
I bet
Rising,
you'd have
yeah,
seen
yeah.
them before. Yeah, we've played about 3 or 4 gigs with them back in the day.
Yeah.
Killer.
Classics.
Yeah.
You bring back memories here.
Are you crying? Do you need tissue? Right, we're moving on.
Yes. Do you want to introduce this one?
Always.
Because it is your
Of course
favourite.
do. It's my favourite section of the podcast.
Your dream.
Bass player. Who are you picking?
So mine is Billy Cox, who played with Hendrix.
Oh.
So it was between him and Mitchell, between the drum and I went between them with my dad. So I rang my dad up before I came. I took it seriously, boys.
Yeah,
I was like, Dad, look, I've gone on the pod, like, and I've got to pick my dream band. He's like, right, let me sit down. And we spoke about it because I didn't want to miss anyone out. It's like when people ask you for your favourite albums, there's always something in the background
always
that
forget one.
you forgot. Yeah,
Yeah.
And I didn't want to forget anyone.
And then once you forgot, that's it. You can't. That's it. It's in history,
Well,
isn't
it's
it?
in history, man. It's ingrained, you know.
It's engraved.
And
It needs a disclaimer, doesn't it? What's your favourite album this week? What's your favourite album at the moment?
Well,
Well, no, this dream band is your dream band for life, so there's no change in it. Well,
I'll be fine. It's not pressure at all. But yeah, I mean, like, because the band, I imagine this band to be quite chaotic and to go on some like nonsense jams.
Yes.
And obviously Hendrix would go into that place where he'd just go. And I always felt that Cox and Mitchell kept it together, but they brought sauce to it. They brought vibe.
They brought sauce, yes.
They brought sauce, man. And you gotta be bringing the sauce, you know. And like, I love bass players that go off on one and jibe, and he'd do it in a way. Cox would do it in a way where it would do it, but it complement the mood and the energy so much, which is hard live. Because I imagine, like, as a bass player, you've got to sit where you need to be, but you also want to have fun and experiment, you know. And he'd found that perfect balance. And I think in the context of the band, I think that to have that solid person there that's used to playing with Jimmy, who's you know, off on one, you know, setting fire to a dove or something. You've got, it grounds it whilst also bringing a groove and the rocket sauce that still lets
you're right.
it, sends
He,
it off.
He didn't overplay, did he? But,
No.
he kept up.
And I first
it's a hard place to be.
I
It's
first
hard line.
appreciated it. My mate James bought me this amazing vinyl box set. I think it's called Live in Malawi or something. And it's when they played this festival. And it's such an awesome mix. And literally all you can hear is him absolutely going at it, hammering with Mitchell on drums, and the two of them just locked in.
Yeah.
And you end up listening to that more than Jimmy. You know, and Jimmy's like killing it. You know, giving it his best. His best pentatonic and Wild Love. But I'm literally sitting there going, oh, yeah, like the bass player, the background, you know. And I've definitely appreciated that the longer I've been in a band with great bass players, and I think the older you get and the more you play music and write music, you know, now playing bass a lot on, you know, at home and stuff, like, definitely appreciate it more, yeah. And I wanted to go for something that was a bit different as well. Like, I was really trying to push myself to think about, like, bass players that I'd really appreciated, you know, because I think it's easy to go for like John Paul Jones was in there, like, as well, because of the mandolin thing, you know. I know John tried to sneak in a bit of like extra instrument stuff, but that's John for you. But I was going to sneak in John Paul for the extra bit of mandolin and stuff, and he can hammer it, you know. And Geezer was obviously in there as well until I went with Bill on drums. Geezer was very close, I think, because Geezer's like, you play air bass with Geezer, the same with Steve Harris as well. But
And they've all got really strong tones, haven't they?
Yeah.
They all cut through the mix. They're all quite aggressive players as well.
So yeah, then whereas I think with Cox, he's got quite a jazz tone. He's got quite a bluesy sort of. Obviously, it's sort of late 60s, so it's not as, he's probably not as driven as it would have been at that point. So he'd sit nicer in the mix, I think. And I think with Bill Ward, it'd be quite cool to see what they'd come up with, because Bill's got very odd time signatures and can go a bit weird with it. So I think that'd be a really cool sort of foundation for it to build from there. Like I love Steve Harris from Maiden, but again, thinking about the context of the band, like if you put Steve in there, everything's going to have a certain type of, and he's going to have a gallop.
It's going to be the classic gallop, isn't it?
He's going to want to own that entire thing, because he's the leader, and I kind of didn't want to put someone in there that was going to tell other people what to do. Not that I'm going to be that person, because I'm not. Well, he's
a frontman bass player, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly. Like from the off. So yeah. Yeah.
That's a great pick. I'm loving it.
Thank you, man.
I'm loving it.
I'm glad.
It's a strong band.
It's very old school.
Yeah, I'm an old school boy.
Very old school.
I don't think I've got anyone from past maybe like 1975, which I'm very proud of.
Well, we're still talking about these people, aren't we? So they are.
Yeah, and do you know what? I love that conversation as well. I find that so interesting, like how people will talk about, because there's a lot of bands on our scene now that we gig with, and like my dad was sort of, in his late teens, early 20s when the new wave of British heavy metal came out, and a lot of bands like Tigers of Pantang, Prey and Mantis are still sort of very much talked about and still gigged. And it'd be interesting if bands like ourselves, if, hopefully we get bigger than where we're at now, and other bands on the scene, whether that would be the case, because we all still love it so much that you just don't really stop. And I just find it interesting comparing that sort of, from that era and how they're still going now to where we might be in sort of 20 years.
The legacy
time.
of it all.
Yeah, and how the fans always stick with it because it's a massive part of their memories as well. And I love how music connects people in that way, And like we've learned in schools about, Mozart and Beethoven and stuff like that. Will people be learning about like Plant and Jones and, and John Lord and Ian Gillan?
Yeah, probably. They should be. I hope so. I imagine so.
But yeah, I find that all very interesting.
To be around in that time, though, when it first came out, must have been just absolutely mind-blowing.
Because we haven't really had anything like that. Well, I haven't anyway. I haven't had anything that's come along where it's kind of blown my mind. I think my first wave of bands was the 2005, 2006 when Blackstone Cherry, Airborne, like that second wave of classic rock kind of came round. And
but it's built on that foundation, though, isn't it? That's the thing.
Nothing new.
That's it. That's exactly it. It's all built on the old 60s, 70s stuff, isn't it?
I mean, to be fair, Zeppelin was built on the blues, wasn't it? It's. I think the only thing where it was, but it was incredibly like we watched when we was on the road the Zeppelin documentary film.
We still haven't seen it.
I'd 100% recommend it.
Oh,
it's amazing, man. Like I came away from it like so inspired. So I'm going to quit my job. I'm going to marry a fairy. Everything's going to be fantastic. Like somebody get me a 12-string guitar now. Like I was so inspired by it, and it was so interesting because so many stuff I didn't realise. Like, I won't ruin it for you actually, but there's loads of little stories and stuff which I never knew about Zeppelin, but like you say, even with punk, like nobody had done anything like that, and I've not had anything. And I read loads of books about, like I've just read a book about when I was on the road about Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young and that whole Woodstock era, late 60s stuff in America. And I just love stuff like that. I've never appreciated harmonies before, but they used to come together.
Amazing.
I love Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. Deja Vu is my favourite album of all time. And so I feel like I'm rambling now. It's because I'm getting passionate about it. And they used to just sit in a room and just harmonise. At the end, at like 2 a.m.
The harmonies are ridiculous.
And it's just amazing, and people have connected like that for hundreds of years, and it's just, I love that sort of era. It really inspires me.
Do you like the band?
Yeah, I love the band.
Yeah, they're a good band.
Of course I love the band.
Fleetwood Mac.
And I love the stories of it all. I love that sense of, I'm massively into detaching from society and living in the woods and having chickens and all that bollocks,
Yeah.
And they all did that. And thankfully, because at the time, they were allowed to do that and play music and live.
Yes.
And it's just a shame that we can't really do that now.
It's not really viable anymore, is it?
I'm still trying, though.
Yeah.
I'll always believe in it. Always try.
Have you watched that TV series that's based on Fleetwood Mac?
Yes, Daisy Jones and the Six. Yeah, I've got the album on vinyl.
Is it good?
I've watched it twice, mate.
Oh, mate, it's
it.
fucking badass.
You watch it and you're like,
Fleetwood Mac so much.
It's just like, I don't know, that
so
vibe.
Well cast.
That vibe that you've got in These Wicked Rivers. It's got that kind of thing.
I really appreciate
that like hippie kind of. It's just such a cool.
And the fact the band are actually playing the songs as well. Like,
they had to learn, didn't they?
Yeah, and
they actually play.
They couldn't actually sing or play.
So they learnt them.
Yeah, and Daisy she's the granddaughter of Elvis Presley.
yeah.
Have I got that right?
Yeah, spot on.
And
And
she just said that she could sing and then got singing lessons afterwards.
The songs are amazing as well. Like,
Yeah, they're good.
My ex who introduced me to it, she got me the album on vinyl.
Yeah.
And I love the songs. Like, I found it really inspiring. They just tapped into the energy just spot on, didn't they?
Yeah.
Like, and I love that energy. And I try and write with that sort of energy as well. That's, because I think people want that sense of escapism. Because the world's quite grey at times and misleadingly.
Hence doing this.
Yeah,
it's
right.
one of the reasons, isn't it? To just like, let's talk about something nice.
Bring ourselves joy and bring others joy.
Yes,
exactly.
That's what it's all about.
And that's all life should be about. And same with the music, Like, I get really soppy about it because I love this quote that I said it so many times. I've said this so many times.
Say it again. Say it again.
There's this quote that Lemmy says where he says that people work their arse off all week, for arsehole bosses. But then on a Saturday night they go to a rock show and they forget all about it.
Yeah.
And nobody can ever take that away from us all. And I love that. I think that's rebellion. And they'll never take it away from us. If they cut the electric, we do in a field.
Exactly.
And I love that.
It's just how it brings everyone together. It's amazing because, like, for that, even if it's just an hour show, everybody's on the same wavelength. They're all talking about those songs and the times they've seen them before.
And they're all in the moment as well.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
they're all connecting, and it's like church. It's a different type of church. And there's a real beauty to it. Rich always calls music as the closest thing to magic, and I think that's so true.
Yes.
Gone down a wormhole here, boys. We've got ever so hippie.
No,
it's all good.
Are you a Carlos Santana fan? By any chance?
No. I've never dived into him properly.
I remember watching this documentary on him, and he talked about how powerful music is, and he gave this analogy that if you put a cymbal and blank the hole, and fill it with sand, and put it on top of a grand piano, and just hit one note, the sand will move itself to a different shape.
Yeah, it forms
and then
the wave. The
hit a
waveform
different
almost.
note, rearranges itself. So he's like, what is that doing on like a molecular kind of
cellular level?
God, I love that. And I was like,
shit. Go beyond that.
And that's stuck with it. I'm getting shivers thinking about it.
What does that do to time and space?
Yeah. Well, everything
does that
resonates,
have?
Doesn't it? Everything has a natural frequency.
Yeah. We're all just atoms vibrating. That's all we are.
It's amazing.
And obviously, music makes us vibrate, doesn't it?
And I think music from that era, it makes me vibrate so much. But yeah, I probably certainly will listen. I'm definitely like not a ponce, I try not to be anyway. But yeah, I think like when I was a kid, I always remember walking in on my dad playing guitar and just wanting that and being interested in it. And then I remember that hearing songs that I knew all the words to without knowing. And I think that's a really good example of how the music can connect you as a child in particular. It's so important when you're a kid. You just absorb it, don't you? But yeah, it's good. It's good, man. I really appreciate you saying that about me and the boys as well, with that sort of same similar vibe, because that's what we try and do anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm glad it comes across.
Amazing.
Great big chat.
Good chat. That's what this is about.
Big hippie chat.
Big hippie chat.
I'll put marker in. Next member.
Are you having any more members, or is this?
No, I think that's it, man.
I think the final one. I'm just making sure that we're not missed anything.
You're on lead and rhythm duties.
Yes.
Yeah. Switch between. I like one guitar bands.
I like it. Oh no, we had two in Chung, didn't we? I was going to say we've only really been in one guitar bands.
I'm obviously. I mean, one of the bands I think works. Sorry, slight tangent. Like Van Halen. Oh my god. Just like how that band worked with one guitar. It's like so good.
I love three pieces. I think there's a real power to a trio.
Power trio.
There's a real power to a trio.
Yeah.
That's why they call it power trio. But it's just so much sicker because they're always dead louder than all the other bands because it's like they've had to work harder at it. So yeah, I love one guitar bands.
There's a bit more space.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
all.
That's how you can hear everything a bit better, can't you?
Yeah, and you have to be more creative as well. It'll push you to fill sound in maybe you wouldn't otherwise.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So your final member?
No pressure. Your dream vocalist.
Freddie Mercury.
Oh, classic.
Yeah, I feel like it's an obvious shoo-in. But I think, like, going back to what I imagined sort of the band being, my favourite style of writing is that very English, eccentric, storytelling sort of style. And
is there anyone better?
That's it, like, I was wrestling between him and Ian Anderson. because I'm a massive Jethro Tull fan. And my only problem with Anderson is I think that I reckon he thought he realised that was a great identity for Tull. Particularly, and kind of ran with it, you know. Yeah. Whereas with Freddie, I just feel like that's him, and he's just pouring his soul out, and it's just art, you know. And he's just, and there's a real authenticity to it. And like Americans didn't get Queen because of that; they just didn't understand it. But I was very close because I love that sort of Tull, thick as a brick, heavy horses sort of style of writing.
We listened to a bit. I mean, you're not really listening to Jethro Tull much. I'm not really listening to
him, which is weird because I consider myself a really big prog fan. You know,
I'm quite a big fan. He's got a new album out. You know?
I've listened to the single. It didn't grab me massively, but I've not listened to it much.
It's not Aqualung, but you know.
No, it's not Aqualung. What's your favourite Tull album?
I love Aqualung.
Yeah, I love Aqualung. I think mine's Songs from the Wood. Because it's very natural and very
after.
Sort of, it's after. But I love that style of writing, and when I write songs, that's very similar to that. But like with Freddie, it's everything. Like going back to the original sort of thing I said that. But just imagine being around him and the ideas he'd come out with, and then me as a guitar player, then having to work out how to complement that, you know, and how am I going to like? I love it's mainly early Queen. Like I struggled past sort of. Anything past sort of 78, like Night at the Opera, Sheer Heart Attack, Day at the Races, and the first two albums like so good, heavy.
The second album, man, I've listened to that probably more than anything.
Yeah,
Queen
you spoke about that quite a bit.
Yeah, you love that album, mate. Yeah. You'll love that. The March of the Black Queen.
So heavy, like Ogre Battle. You know, it's fucking sick. It's like Judas Priest. It's fucking great. And yeah, like I'm a massive Brian May fan as well.
Yeah, aren't we all?
Legend.
I think Freddie would push everyone as well. Do you know what I mean? He wouldn't settle, would he?
I love that, and he'd have a clear vision for what he'd got in mind, and he'd push you to trying to achieve that. But I don't think he'd be aggressive. I think he'd be open. Like when you look at Queen, they all had writing credits. Obviously, Roger sang on songs. You know, I feel like he was open-minded for what served the song best. But I think he'd definitely push you.
It'd be a collaborative thing, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
He would be there pushing everyone to do their best.
He'd be excited. I think he'd be excited with new ideas, and I'd just to be around his energy, you know, like stuff like Seaside Rendezvous and Blazing on a Sunday Afternoon, all the nonsense. But it's not funny. It's got a class to it that's very English, and
it has.
Yeah, it's not joking. It's a very hard line to go, you know, because it's not Monty Python. It's like it's serious, but in like a very artistic way, and very hard to walk that line. Like I love The Darkness, and Justin's always said he wanted that to be a mixture of AC/DC and Queen. Yeah, which I think whenever you hear that, you kind of go,
I like The Darkness. Yeah. The first two albums are great.
Killer, man. There's a couple of the later ones as well that they're kind of where they almost relax into who they are a bit, and they whack out some bangers, but they kind of walk the line, and sometimes they go too far one way.
Yeah.
Whereas Freddie always kept that very, and it was cool, you know, like. So yeah, I think just for sheer aura and his ability to push everyone, and it'd be interesting because it'd be darker than what he'd probably done, or I imagine it'd be darker. It might not be, you know, when a group of people get in the room, but obviously with Bill and John Lord, you know, and kind of trying to bring that heavier edge, you know, it'd be interesting. So yeah,
oh, definitely. Imagine the show. Can you imagine those lot?
Are we talking Freddie from? Early 70s kind of era.
Be like, not now, Danny.
We're resurrecting from an exact period.
Okay, from an exact period. Yeah. From the 70s.
Live Killers.
We're not going to dig him up. We're not going to be digging Freddie up anytime soon.
We'll use DNA technology to bring him back.
Yes, so I'd love to bring him back from sort of like Night at the Opera, like 74, 75 sort of era, on his full cat suit, you know, white diamond, you know, long hair, the old shebang. Like I remember my dad bought me sort of 5 albums on CD when I was 10, and Night at the Opera was one of them, and it just blew my mind just from the off.
Yeah.
And I'd heard Bohemian Rhapsody without ever listening to it. It's just one of them songs everyone's heard it, even if they've never listened to it. Like it's just subconsciously you've heard it at some point in your life. So
it's part of being like British, really.
Part of the DNA.
Yeah, you need to listen to it being British. That's it. And
it feels,
it's cliche, but it's the song that's got me started on guitar.
Yeah,
the first time hearing it, I was like,
was it really? Was that the song?
I was like, what is that?
Oh, I love that chat. That's amazing. I mean, that if something's going to get you into playing guitar, it's that, innit? Because the riff as well. When the riff kicks in, it makes you want to play air guitar.
And the tone.
Yeah. I love Death on Two Legs, that opening riff of
Yeah,
Night of
that's
the
a killer
Opera, 'cause it's
tune, that
such
is.
a great riff and
Liar
and
as
lyrically,
well.
yeah, Liar.
Killer Queen's great though.
Yeah,
that's
mate,
a great
they're
tune.
all like Now I'm Here as well.
Yeah.
Like, then that riff kicks in is sick. You know, like you can just go through them one by one, and there's so many. I mean, a lot of it's down to Brian the riffs, but yeah, I always admire anybody that's that. I love the balls to be different.
Yeah.
You know, like to write a song like Bohemian Rhapsody and believe in it, and then Lazy on a Sunday Afternoon, you know, Seaside Rendezvous, all them sort of nonsense.
Yeah,
songs.
good old fashioned Lover Boy. And,
Yeah, but the balls to do it with conviction and to believe in it, you know, and I love that sort of early Genesis, you know. Fish was another one for me as well, brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
Again, because that lyrically, I just love that sort of style of storytelling that's very English, you know. You can't replicate it. Obviously, it was Scottish Fish, but it's got that sort of same air about it, and yeah, I love it so much. It makes me proud. You know,
Yeah.
there's a lot of shit things about being British, but
yeah.
but we brought out some incredible music.
In terms of like rock,
Yeah.
like, come on.
Prog rock.
Oh yeah,
Genesis and Pink Floyd.
Black Sabbath.
Black Sabbath.
I listened to a lot of post metal, which is like drony and all kind of dark and all that kind of stuff. And a lot of it really does remind me of Black Sabbath. You know, when
Well, it
you-
must be. I bet it's very heavily inspired by it.
yeah, I mean, it's got its roots back like 50 years ago, 50,
It's all
60
inspired
years ago.
by it, innit? It all comes back to that. Because they've all probably listened to Paranoid, you know, when they were like 13, 14 and picking up a guitar. Everyone's learned Iron Man, you know,
Exactly.
and then and it all builds from there, doesn't it? So
It's the atmosphere as well, isn't it? It's not just the riff system; it's the atmosphere it creates.
yeah, it's an energy and a mood and
darkness
that.
and-
Yeah, and I'd see them bands at that height and to feel the energy in the room would be amazing, insane. So yeah, Freddie be my last one.
Amazing. What a pick. What a band.
What a band.
It's time, Danny.
It's time
to
to-
summarise
Sunrise.
your dream band choices. Oh, yeah.
Your dream drummer is...
Bill Ward,
Bill Ward. Your dream guitarist is...
myself,
Your dream bass player?
is Billy Cox,
Your dream keyboard player.
John Lord,
And your dream vocalist.
Freddie Mercury.
What a band. Boom. Are you happy?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's been good. I feel like I've assembled a good band, you know.
Do you think they're all going to get on?
I think so. I'm just looking at it now. Like, I don't feel like there's any massive... Like, I think the biggest energy in there is Freddie. But like we
Yeah.
said, I think Freddie's open to you know, jamming and exploring everyone's ideas.
I think he just wanted to make good music, didn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he had high standards, I think.
Exactly,
Yeah.
yeah. Like, I don't know how I'd fit into that as well. Like, I don't know what role I'd play in that.
Well, you've got to remember that you created... This band won't exist without you, so... You know what I mean? Keep them in
know,
line a
but-
little bit if they
Yeah,
are...
you can pull that card out.
you can pull that card.
I can't wait to kicking Freddie Mercury up the arse.
If Freddie, you won't even be alive right now without me.
I brought you back,
Yeah.
shit ass.
Yeah,
Sit down.
Shut up and sit down.
Right, hard part.
Name your dream band, baby.
Name that band. What are you naming it?
I've actually prepared a name because obviously I listened to John's and John's was shit. He was on his arse, wasn't he?
He was.
Yeah.
He was.
I can't remember what he said.
He didn't really have an answer, did he? I can't remember. Didn't he call it like whatever he said in the moment? Like
Yeah, it wasn't.
like didn't he call it I don't know?
Something, yeah, it was something ridiculous. It was. It wasn't very well thought out. Anyway, so I'm glad you prepared.
Mine it'd be called Spiny Norman.
Spiny Norman.
Yeah, which is a Monty Python reference.
I like it.
Yeah, it's
Spiny
it refers
Norman.
to a giant hedgehog reportedly ranging from 12 feet to 800 yards long.
Oh my god.
So would that be incorporated into the artwork somehow?
Yeah,
do
they'd
you
be on the
think?
socks.
Yeah.
They'd be in the bed oil, be all over it.
a
so-
psychedelic massive hedgehog.
Oh God! I mean, now you've put it like that.
That's what it is, isn't it?
Oh,
That's what it's going to
God.
look. Multicoloured, all that jazz.
Oh, I'm all about it now. Get a psychedelic hedgehog and a pair of socks now, and I'm sold.
Spiny Norman. I like it. I love it, Danny.
Spiny Norman. Great stuff.
It's a great band. It's a great band name. I'm glad it came just out like that because, like I said, like John's was poor. We've had a few poor names now, haven't we?
That wasn't just
yeah.
shit on John as well. Like I wanted to try to give it.
No,
a
there's
good,
plenty we can shit on because there's been lots of bad names.
Was it something like Oat Will Do or something?
It might have
Is
been
it,
that,
isn't it?
yeah. It might have been that. Right, we've come to the end. It's always sad. Thank you very much for coming on the
Yeah,
show.
thanks.
Thank you
Aaron.
for having me,
It's
boys.
been a
No, I've
pleasure.
really enjoyed it.
Lovely hearing your story.
Thank you.
Lovely hearing about the band. And you've obviously got great taste in music as far as I'm concerned.
Well, John passed a lot of his prog on to me when I joined the band, so which was good of him to pass on. You know, he's a big prog fan, a big Rush fan as well, so it was good of him to give me that time.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to forward him some more prog music.
Yeah, he'd really appreciate that, genuinely. So,
have you got anything you want to promote? Have you got any new merch, for example?
We've probably, at the time this will come out, there will almost definitely be new merch. There's always new merch.
Where can people find that merch?
They can go to thesewickedrivers.com and check it out there. Click on, shop and have a look there. My best advice would come to a gig.
Yeah,
that's
great advice.
You can find it out on the website. It's cool, just see if you enjoy it. It's we're nice boys. We play rock.
You can
and roll.
verify that, can't we, Danny?
Yes.
And at the very least, hopefully you'll leave a smile on your face, And we'll always chat to you afterwards and always connect and all the rest of it, We'll always have a glass of red wine with you. So just come and share the love, come and testify. So we've got full festival season, which is going to be really good. Really looking forward to that. So we're taking Nana's living room out and about. We'll probably have a tour. And then you can tell I'm fully trained in Nana's living room at this point. Like we're playing Steelhouse Man, which has got a runway that goes into the audience.
Oh wow!
Inglorious are playing as well, so it'd be cool to see Rich because he's obviously joined the Inglorious boys.
Really good. That's I played at Mayor's Fest. When was it? Last month. That was at Steelhouse. Yeah. It was flipping rammed.
Oh, that was Steel's KK Steel Mill, wasn't it?
Oh, have I just said the wrong one?
Yeah, Steelhouse is a festival in Wales.
Oh,
it's an outdoor
wrong
thing.
Wrong one.
No, it's all good, man. It's on top of a...
I've seen the poster.
Yeah.
That poster's amazing.
Yeah, it's going to be really
It's like the Metallica... What was it?
Yeah, so it's got this runway that goes into the audience, and I think we're going to have like a rug on the runway and like a lamp and an armchair. I always like to try and find a way where I can make Josie, our manager, heart rate increase by me jumping on things or running around. So I'm going to stand on the armchair, I think, and do a solo or something.
You needed to wear some kind of heart monitor that's directly linked to you, so you know that if it's gone up or not.
Oh yeah, then I'm doing the right thing at that point. Yeah, she's always like, "What are you going to do with the show?" And I'm like, "Oh, I might do this, I might do that."
And she's like, "No,"
and I'm like, "Well, that's exactly what I'm going to do then." Confirmed. So that would be really cool. We're looking forward to doing that, and we've got cool plans for the rest of the year, which we've not announced yet, which will hopefully be in line with maybe some new music. So there's always stuff cracking off. So just follow us on all the normal things and share the love and be nice to your pets.
Oh, nice little addition there at the end.
Always like to spread the message.
Talking of pets, I need to know the guinea pig story.
Oh yeah,
let's
do you want to give a backstory or anything to the guinea pig story? I wish I'd not mentioned it because obviously your daughter was there. And guinea pig death's never great in front of children.
Yeah, so we were talking about animals for some reason, weren't we?
Yeah.
And you mentioned a guinea pig death and then stopped yourself because Danny's little girl was in the room.
Yeah, so we had
bit of context there.
So we had this guinea pig and I washed it in the bath and then I put it on the window and opened the window and got the hairdryer and blew it out of the window. And it was my sister's guinea pig, so we didn't want it to know it died.
Literally fly out.
Yeah, so it literally meeped and then fell out and fell to its death.
Do the meep.
Meep. And then fell to its death, and I was like, "Shit, the guinea pig's died, bollocks!" So I told my dad, and he went to Pets Home, got the same colour guinea pig, but it was long haired. So we had to tell my sister
that shave it.
No, we should have shaved it. That would have made more sense. We told her it grew hair out in the winter, which even though it'd been 2 days, over 2 days, we gave it a bit of time, So that was my guinea pig death story.
Oh God! Yeah. Well, my gerbil death story. You know the gerbil death story, don't you?
Another good name for a band.
Yeah, you've told me, but remind me.
I think it's quite harrowing. It was very harrowing. I came home to a half-eaten gerbil.
Oh shit!
The other gerbil had eaten half of the other one.
Well, I didn't think you was going to say that. That's quite dark.
Yeah, the fat one ate the thin one, basically.
If you're going to take a shot at the king, make sure you don't miss. There's only one king of the cage now, isn't there?
And I could never really look the one that had eaten the other one in the eye properly after that.
No, you don't want to be eating yourself, do you?
You're going to eat me, aren't you, if you got the chance? If you escape one day.
God, I've never heard of that before, one eating the other one.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Yeah. So that was fun.
What a great way to end the...
I don't have any gerbils now.
Do you have any dead animal stories?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Toby?
Yeah, he just died. There's nothing.
Toby was a very old though, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was very. He couldn't bark very well. Whenever we mentioned his name,
I thought Toby had some sort of like, you know, thing where he'd just move his arms around or something.
No, when we talk about Toby, we do the.
Oh, God rest his soul.
He's in heaven. So.
He was a nice little dog. I don't know if you remember him.
Of course, I remember him.
He couldn't bark though, and he had barely any teeth.
Oh, probably for the best then.
I'm sure our listeners want to hear all about my parents' old dog Toby, Yorkshire Terrier with long. He had long legs.
Dog, wasn't he? He lived with you.
Yeah. But
at Graham Street.
Yeah. When I was at Lauchlands.
Lovely. Lovely dog. He was a lovely dog. Anyway, that's enough chat about dead animals. If you got any dead animal stories, please write in.
Yeah, 100%.
Right, it's time to say goodbye, Danny.
But remember, be kind to your pets.
Be kind to your
Don't blow
pets.
them out of the window with the hairdryer.
I mean, you could have been kinder.
And this is it. I'm spreading the message, but at the same time, maybe that's why I'm ever trying to rectify my soul.
Well, yeah, maybe, yeah. I mean, you've got a lot to do with it. Have you blown any other animals out the window with hairdryers?
I thought about it, but I haven't done it.
Yeah.
Well, to get that thrill.
Yeah, there was a thrill. Just the meep. Every so often I hear the meep and like I'll reach for the hairdryer
in your dreams.
Like, I haven't got any guinea pigs now. I've got cats, so they're less.
They're a bit more robust, aren't they?
Yeah. Well,
and to be fair, they probably survive.
Well, this is it. You know, I've got one that when I take the boat out, will go on the roof, and one of these days she's going to fall off. So you know, I could maybe blow her
water
off.
either, do they?
Yeah, they've got 9 lives though. So.
They'll be all right. She's got a life jacket on.
Do it 8 times.
Yeah, that's it.
Right, dude, it's time to say goodbye. Thank you for coming on the show.
Peace
Cheers,
and
dude.
love. Thank you, boys.
And we'll try and catch you at some point.
Yeah, all the best.
Cheers, dude.
Goodbye.
Dude.
Hey!
I mean, that was the second time we tried that?
Yeah, because the first time was brutally hot.
You peaked, didn't you?
I did.
How are you, dude?
Very well, thank you. That was quite a hot signal as well, Daniel.
I reached in to the microphone. I'm very sorry.
Oh, what a guest. I always like hanging out with Arran.
Such a lovely guy.
Yes, he is a lovely guy. Talented guitar player as well. And he's in an awesome band.
And he looks cool as fuck.
He looks cool as fuck. He makes me want to go out and buy some dungarees.
Oh.
I don't think I could pull it off, though. I like dungarees.
I thought he was going to say, makes me want to grow a beard.
Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah. There is that as well. I can't grow a beard, listeners. I can't grow a beard.
Well,
if anyone's got any advice for me to be able to grow a beard.
I've read something online, actually.
Oh.
You know, if you rub manure onto your skin, it activates the follicles.
Right. We're popping out to the farm.
You do have to leave it on for 24 hours, though.
Okay.
Can we try that live?
No, I don't want to. Probably have a horrific reaction.
You know what? You're saying this now, but I reckon you'll be Googling it as soon as we finish this episode.
Anyway, coffee chat.
I guess dreaming of that band with a coffee in our hand. Caffeine Wonderland.
Oh,
Well, I'm sampling. I've opted for decaf because I've reduced. Oh, I bet that's a nice sound for the listeners.
just having a quick wee.
This is apparently Japan's #1 coffee. It's a bold claim.
Very bold claim.
A 3 out of 5 roast, ground coffee, Ushima, decaf. It's absolutely wonderful. It's the finest decaf I've tried.
Really? That's
Yes.
a bold claim.
Yes.
Has it got a picture of Mount Fuji on the front? 'Cause if it's from Japan and you haven't got a picture of Mount Fuji, is it really from Japan?
It's got the red
rising
circle
sun.
of the
sun.
The flag. Is that what it represents on the flag?
I mean,
Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't know, but I imagine it's the... Cause that's, yeah, I imagine it is. Either that or it's the afterglow from...
Yeah.
Yes.
It's really nice, mate. It's really nice. It's quite a smooth coffee. Like normally decaf has got a little bit of a...
I don't drink
an
decaf, to be
aftertaste.
honest. I'm in coffee for the calf.
Yeah, but I've been having too much. So, what have you got?
I've got a Costa, I believe. It was Costa beans, was it?
Yes.
Or just the normal?
Yes.
It's very nice. I'm on my second helping.
Yeah.
I hope you heard the pour. It's pleasant. It's a pleasant coffee. It's a generic coffee.
I think it's better at home, Costa is.
Yeah, what than the machines?
Yeah.
Or from the shop?
Well, from the machines, it's awful. From the shop, it's often, I don't know, a bit bitter and...
It's just, it's a bit dark roast, really.
Yeah, Ben Finch, he's the one who pointed it out to me, that it often tastes burnt. But that's probably down to maybe that's down to barista.
They've gone to a dark roast.
Anyway.
They've simply roasted it too much. But it's a lovely, it's a nice everyday coffee. What else can I say?
Should we talk about Arran and his band?
No, let's continue talking about drinks, coffee, and your lack of facial hair for another hour. No, let's talk about Arran's dream band.
Yes.
Who's he picking?
Well, first and foremost, let's talk about Arran. We've had a listen to some These Wicked Rivers, haven't we?
We've listened to
Which
a
I
lot of
enjoyed
These
listening
Wicked Rivers
to.
over the years.
2 tracks we listened to, which were off the latest album, When the Warriors Won.
Indeed.
Which has got a really nice... We were talking about guitar tone here. The song itself is wonderful. I love the chorus. It's very epic. It sounds brilliant live.
It builds, doesn't it?
Yeah. Great warm tone. Nice reverb on everything. It's not a dry tone at all.
He's a man of effects, isn't he?
Yeah, and I like that. I don't know if you noticed this, but what he plays on guitar as well, he never gets in the way of the vocal. He allows space for John to sing and stuff as well.
I didn't realise that, but you're all right.
Yeah.
Well observed. Oh, no. Listened.
Yeah, well listened. And then we listened to The Riverboat Man, which is a really cool, like, chunky
it's
blues rock riff.
Yeah,
you know what you're getting with that.
Yeah, it's blues/rock,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's a heaving song.
I mean, he's got the ability to shred, but he holds back when he needs to. And I feel like when he puts a solo in, it feels like it belongs to the song, which is really nice.
Tasteful.
Yeah. So he's got that melody in there, and then
He doesn't overplay, does he?
No.
Like you do a lot of the time. He doesn't overplay.
He's such a cheeky bastard. But he's got like that neck pickup cream for the
That cream again.
That cream. No, but it's like it's kind of like it cuts, but it's rounded. It's nice. It's not piercing. It's really nice.
Makes more
tone.
sense than Creamy Tom's.
Creamy Tom. Here we go.
From a previous episode. Is this song about Arran, Riverboat Man? Because he does reside on a riverboat, doesn't he?
He does reside on a riverboat. Yeah. Maybe we should ask them.
Mate, let's do it. We should have done that on the pod, really.
Yeah.
But, you know.
I also want to point out that Arran's obviously chose this lineup. He's used to working in this lineup format.
What do you mean? Sorry.
The band, the musicians that he's chosen here, he's got like keys.
Yes, that makes sense.
Although there's one less guitar.
I mean, does that speak volumes about what he thinks of his other guitarist in the band?
Speculation.
I'm causing unnecessary tension there.
So yeah, be sure to check out Arran on Instagram and check out These Wicked Rivers. Go and check them out. They're always on the road.
And go and say hello to him. He's a lovely bloke.
Yeah. Lovely, lovely guy. Right.
Who did he pick first for his dream drummer, Danny?
Bill Ward.
Bill my fucking Ward.
I thought you said build me a fucking ward.
What, like a hospice?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
He's just a legend, isn't he, Bill Ward?
Yeah.
I mean, we listened to War Pigs.
It's very jazzy.
It's very bone dry production.
It's bone dry.
Raw dog.
There's nothing happening apart from here's your fucking drums.
Proper.
Tack 'em.
These fills are like really rolling, aren't they? Proper.
Yeah, really. Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, rolling fills.
Very jazzy in his groove approach. Yeah, I'd say
it's very interesting.
Yeah, which I don't know. Maybe like the drummer from Mastodon, as he must be influenced by him. You know that like jazzy approach.
Nowhere near as dry.
No, not as dry. No, really. I don't know whether that recording we listened to was remastered. Probably.
I think they got probably, but still.
But it holds up quite well.
I struggle. I do struggle with that kind of era's production, really.
But that's part of the magic for me with that material. It wouldn't sound right with modern production.
Wow.
In my opinion.
Give it Stephen Wilson and you can do something with it.
Then we had to listen to Children of the Grave, which is from Masters of Reality.
Master of Reality, yeah.
It's just pure power, driving.
It is.
But we did notice...
There's an interesting section.
Yeah, I don't know. It sounded
you said
like
it first.
Well, it sounded like a snare with no snare strap on it, but you said it's probably toms, isn't it?
I think it's just highly tuned toms.
But it must have been layered on top, surely.
Yeah, so the cymbals are happening... Well, you said this. The cymbals are happening at the same time as these rolling toms. And unless he's got 4 limbs or a prehensile dick... It's impossible to play.
It's very impressive if he is.
So we did 2 pieces of research on this because we are very thorough, aren't we, Daddy? We're not thorough at all.
Ball claim.
And first of all, ChatGPT, everyone's favourite AI, said that, yes, it does sound like he's got 4 limbs. He is actually playing it.
Other AI is available.
Well, then I used Google, other search engines are available. And the AI, somebody said that, I said from that it was actually a separate track layered on top. And to me, that makes more sense.
Indeed.
But have a listen. Honestly, like, see what you think.
If it was added afterwards, it was an unusual choice.
Yeah, but I like that.
Or maybe Ozzy was doing it in the corner.
Just headbutting a few times of his tits.
Yeah, killer drummer. I think it's going to work really well in this band. Next member.
Who is it?
We've got John Lord from Deep Purple. He's playing
on keyboards.
Playing keyboard and that massive fuck-off organ.
It's a Rhodes organ, isn't it?
You're telling me now.
It's a Rhodes,
okay.
It's a Rhodes organ.
We listened to a proper, like, classic Highway Star.
Very enjoyable.
Yeah, it's a big sound, isn't it?
It's got them stabs at the first.
Yeah, I wrote that down because you pointed that out. It really emphasises the punchiness.
It makes it dramatic.
Yeah.
It's got that, like... It makes you, like, recoil almost.
Well, when we were talking to James Norbert Ivanyi about, because he likes that kind of organ stuff, doesn't he? And we were saying how it adds to the soundscape. It kind of takes up different space to any other instrument, which is really nice.
It's another layer, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a layer of joy, if you like it.
Yes. And then he does an organ solo.
He does.
How would you describe it?
It's sick.
Are we allowed to say that?
What, sick?
Yeah, are we too old to say that?
I don't know if do the kids say sick?
I don't think kids say it anymore. I think they moved on.
I think they moved on. They've got words we don't even know about anymore, Daddy.
I don't even want to know. Yeah, classy.
It sounds like a guitar solo at first.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah, it's proper crushing.
We had to rewind, didn't we?
I want
like,
Arran.
rewind, Danny, rewind. Yeah. Do people rewind anymore, actually? Is that an old-fashioned thing?
I don't know. Have people got enough attention span to...
What, to rewind?
It's like you make it through a whole song.
I mean, anyone listening to this has got quite a decent attention span.
Yeah,
I don't think this section
probably
of the
not
pod.
even got to this bit. Can say what we like.
No one's ever heard this section before.
Didn't even know it was here.
But a great choice.
Yeah.
Again, well, they was in the same kind of era, weren't they? Really?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It blends.
Will it blend?
Yes.
Yes, I think it will. And if John and Arran do like harmony parts together, it's going to work beautifully.
Oh, yeah, it will. It'll be lovely. Who's next?
Billy Cox.
Bass.
From, he played with Jimi Hendrix, a band of gypsies.
Yeah, with Hendrix.
We had a listen to
Machine
Gun. And we had to listen to it live. It was at the Fillmore in 1969. All those years ago.
It was incredible.
And I was impressed, actually, because you were listening, and usually you would be dismissive of something that old.
Yeah, very true.
But I think it got you in there. I think it got you.
I heard it was quite modern sounding. Like, in the riffs and stuff.
Well,
I heard Audio Slave.
I wrote that down because you pointed it out.
I don't know if that's just me, but there was elements of Audio Slave in there. I don't know if Audio Slave maybe big fans.
Original Audio Slave, would you say?
The original. That is a very bold claim. But Jimi Hendrix's band was the original Audio Slave.
But he's got an awesome bass tone. So good.
Cuts through and he's all over the place.
Yeah.
Like, he's matching Hendrix.
He allows Hendrix to do what he does.
Well, he matches Hendrix and then drops down on the the verses where he's just pulsating away on that low notes. He is pulsating though. It's got that warble to it.
Wonderful.
Beautiful stuff.
Brilliant bass runs. Yeah, I wrote down that it really complements Hendrix and what he's doing vocally and guitar-wise. But he locks in really well with the drummer as well.
If it had better production, Danny, I'd listen to Hendrix more often.
Well, I enjoyed the live. I like old live recordings because it's like, I don't know, you feel like you're there when it's...
Yeah, it's a bit disgusting though. Well,
when you go to a live gig...
It's a bit disgusting at the same time.
Yeah, but when you go to a live gig, it's never...
It's not disgusting.
Pristine.
It's not disgusting though.
We've been to some gigs that sound disgusting. Believe.
In fact, the majority of the gigs we've seen, it's been disgusting.
This is going to work really well, I think. Really, really well.
You got to put massive respect on Billy Cox's bass playing there. Awesome player.
Yeah, amazing. Right, final member.
Final member. He might live on a boat, Danny, but he's got his fucking Merc out.
It's Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury.
Oh my God. Has there been a greater frontman?
You can't criticise anything.
No. Flawless. We picked out a few songs we tried to pick out songs that
We've probably
we
not
haven't
talked
spoken about.
Yeah, I'm sure we've had Merc on before on a previous episode.
Save Me. Now that starts out with like this emotive kind of. I've always admired this like vocal swell, this complete control that he's got over his voice. But then in the chorus, he's got this pure power and grit when he needs it to really punch through.
It's completely effortless.
Have you noticed his timing?
Yeah,
And his like placement of his lines and his melodies. It's impeccable.
Yeah, it's impeccably written as well, isn't it? It's not just banging out his words here or there.
It's not like a piece of music and then he's plonked his vocal. He's really.
It's integrated. Everything's integrated perfectly. Like, and I suppose that's why they're as massive as they are, isn't it?
We've got a couple of live tracks we listened to as well. The March of the Black Queen, which was live at the Odeon in 1975. I quite like the production on this.
Oh, the little live, it sounds really good, to be honest.
Incredible vocal performance.
You got to think though, he's performing while he's doing all this. It's not just stood there like we are now in front of a microphone. He's prancing around the stage like a madman.
And he commands. Well, he commanded the crowd, doesn't he? When he
just look at him there, Danny.
Yeah. Unreal. I mean, when we were listening to that one, the March of the Black Queen, it hits you like a steam train, doesn't it? With that line, you're like, oh, I'm listening.
Pierces.
Yeah. But such a pleasant vocal sound.
Yeah. Legend.
And then a song that everybody knows is We Are the Champions. I mean, that's known for its vocal acrobatics and catchy melodies, isn't it? And that was live at Montreal Forum. And that was in, what year was that? 1981.
Long time ago.
You can sense the showmanship listening to the recording, can't you? You can hear that magic. Yeah,
and it doesn't detriment his vocals at all.
No, but I did actually put a note about this because this is often spoken about.
Okay.
His ability to modify melodies on the fly. So he doesn't always
sing it like the CD. Like the record.
Whether that's to do with there might be a note in there that's like, you know what, I'm not feeling that tonight. I'm going to change it. I'm going to go this way. Or if it's just completely we'll never know, will we?
I can't remember who it was, but I read an interview once with a singer. Who was it? Who purposely changed the melodies of his popular songs to stop people singing along. Because it annoyed them.
Right? Oh, really? Oh, that'd be interesting to find out who that is.
I think it was Conor Oberst from Bright Eyes.
Oh,
like a folk indie singer. And I'm sure because it annoyed him when he was singing the song live, he'd change it purposely to stop people singing along.
I'm here to perform. Stop singing along.
So maybe we can't ask him. But maybe Freddie was
a weird choice.
Maybe Freddie was annoyed with us.
I think it'd be amazing to hear your songs being sang back to you, wouldn't it?
Yeah, maybe.
We had it in Chung.
Did we?
Yeah. We had it. I remember it happening once.
Was this a download?
Not use that card for a while.
I thought I'd drop it.
Right. What did he name the band?
Spiny Norman.
Are you familiar with?
No, not.
What was it from?
Monty Python.
Monty Python. Yeah, I'm not really that familiar with that old humour.
Old humour. I mean, it's not old.
It's like, what was it? 70s kind of.
Yeah, probably
comedy TV kind of stuff.
Yeah, I do love Fawlty Towers.
John Cleese, isn't it?
John Cleese, yeah. Have you watched Fawlty Towers, Danny?
A long time ago. I remember the guy who's like the waiter, who's
Manuel.
Is he? I don't know where. Is he Italian or something? Or
some? You know what?
Yeah,
undetermined for me.
It's because it's years and years ago. I can't really remember. I remember him like dashing around, getting things wrong, and
incredibly funny. Yeah. Great name.
Would you buy a T-shirt?
Daddy, would you buy a T-shirt? Daddy, would you buy a T-shirt? Daddy, would you buy a T-shirt? Put your money where your mouth is. Daddy, would you buy a T-shirt? Daddy, would you buy a T-shirt? Daddy, would you buy a T-shirt? Put your money where your mouth is.
Spiny Norman. I assume it's a hedgehog. I think it's hedgehog related.
Can we think of anyone famous called Norman?
Norman? No one's called Norman anymore.
No.
We're thinking about Normans right now. There are none.
Or maybe like Normans as in the civilization.
What, the French?
No, it's just like
what?
Spine, like massive spines, like a Stegosaurus.
Okay, this is weird. What, on a T-shirt?
But in all the garb, Norman garb.
I think just a spiky hedgehog.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Spiny Norman.
Would you buy that T-shirt?
Yeah, I'd buy anything with a hedgehog on it. What about you? Would you buy a hedgehog T-shirt?
I'd like the idea of the back print.
Here it goes.
Of actually having a spine.
What, coming out of the T-shirt?
Yeah.
Is that possible with today's technology?
3D print.
It surely be classified as a weapon.
You know, then when you go into
how's that handy at a gig? No one can stand behind you because you get stabbed. You're a maniac.
Would you go and see that band?
Oh yeah, I'd go just for Billy Cox. What about you?
Yeah, I'm there.
Billy Cox and
Sounddesk.
Freddie Mercury.
And
Aaron. All of them.
I think it's a fantastic lineup.
It's another headliner.
Arran, it's one of the strongest lineups I think we've had.
It is very strong.
It's all subjective, I know. That's my opinion, but
I mean, it's not. How can this be bad? How can it be bad?
Think of all the hits that are involved. There's lots of groove, lots of melody, lots of ability.
What kind of song would they write though, Danny? I mean, Freddie Mercury's got very high standards.
Yeah, I imagine that he's going to have a massive stamp on whatever's happening.
He's not going to let them come out with any old shit, is he?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe like... I like to think that the Freddie era would be the older 70s era.
Okay.
That kind of era.
It's going to be heavy, though, with the drums, with Bill Ward in there.
Yeah, it is, actually.
He kind of makes everything pretty heavy, doesn't he?
But Bill Ward and Billy Cox, that rhythm section is going to be mammoth. What producer do you think you'd throw at it?
Oh, it's a hard one, that is, isn't it?
You know, whether you're saying about Audio Slave, it'd be cool to have Nick on it.
How do you say his name, Danny?
Should we get it right?
No, we're not going to get it right, are we? How are we going to get it right? We're going to get, can we get up on, YouTube and let someone saying his name? Nick Razkulinash.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I'd throw him in the mix.
Well, I mean, he just does great stuff at the minute, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's very
good at, chunky production, so I think it worked well with it.
I mean, I'm just going to go through his production credits, Danny, recently. He has been on Private Music by Deftones. You really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I did, actually.
He's done the 2021 Evanescence album, the 2019 Korn album, Rainier Fog by Alice in Chains. He's got some big tracks.
He did Blue Turns to Black, is it? Blue Gives Way to Black?
Yeah, and The Devil Put Dinosaurs here.
And there's loads of Big Rack stuff he's done.
Has he done Big Rack?
Yeah, he's done loads of it.
Oh, he's done Thornley, Tiny Pictures,
Yep.
Trivium, Shogun, Code in Cambria, co-produced that was with Rick Rubin, Good Apollo and Burning Star 4, Volume 2, No Word for Tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
That is
it's one of the best productions.
That's very good, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, he only started in 2000.
Oof. What a legacy.
He's done a lot of co-production as well. So, yeah, what a legend.
Well, Arran, we've appointed a producer for this band.
Against your will.
Anyway, I think we should wrap it up.
Yeah, let's finish there.
Yep. Thanks to our listeners. Make sure you go and check out Arran and his band, These Wicked Rivers.
Go for it. And, as always, give us a 5-star review.
5 star.
Or we'll be very angry.
Yep.
Right, dude. Time to say goodbye.
Until next time, goodbye for now.
Goodbye.
We're so sorry.